Hey everyone, Joe Knapp here with Gregory Property Management. And if you own rental property in Washington State, the game has changed completely in the last year. For a long time, we didn't have to worry about rent caps or ending a tenancy was relatively straightforward. That is no longer the case, and ignoring new laws from 2025 isn't just risky, it can end up costing you thousands in fines and leave you stuck with a bad tenant. So today, let's go over 4 key laws you need to know right now in order to protect your investment here in Washington. If you find this helpful, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe for more real-time property management updates. Law number 1 is just cause eviction. First, we have to talk about how you end a tenancy. In the past, many landlords relied on a simple 20-day notice to end a month-to-month agreement without giving any reason. That is now effectively dead. Under Washington's just cause eviction laws, you now need one of 17 specific legal reasons to ask a tenant to leave. This includes things like failure to pay rent, lease violations, or if you're planning to sell or move back into the property yourself. For non-payment of rent, you must serve a 14-day pay or vacate notice. For lease violations, it's a 10-day comply or vacate. And if you mess up on the timeline with this paperwork on giving these notices, the judge is just going to throw your case out and you got to start it all over again. Law 2 is security deposit deadlines. Security deposits here in Washington are pretty strict actually. First off, if you didn't have the tenant sign a move-in condition report when they got the keys, you technically have no right to collect or keep the deposit, period. When they move out, the clock starts ticking immediately and you have exactly 30 days to postmark their refund or specific itemized statement of deductions. If you mail it out on day 31, you don't just lose the right to keep the money, you could be sued for double the amount of the deposit. We see landlords get burned by this constantly because they're waiting on vendor invoices. Don't wait, estimate it if you have to, and get that letter out. Now, does keeping track of 17 eviction causes and strict 30-day deadlines sound like a headache? It can be. Here at Gregory Property Management, we have systems in place to handle this automatically. We even perform a 90-day inspection after a new tenant moves in to catch issues early, and we offer a pet protection guarantee to cover damages that deposits might miss. If you want to stop worrying about compliance and start enjoying your passive income, go to gregorypm.com and request a free rental evaluation now. Law 3, the new rent control. All right, this is a big one. As of May 2025, Washington State has officially brought in rent stabilization in effect under House Bill 1217. This has shocked a lot of our owners. Here's the rule. Generally, you cannot raise rent more than 7% plus inflation or the CPI up to a hard cap of 10% per year. And if you have a new tenant, you are prohibited from raising the rent at all during their first 12 months of tenancy. On top of that, the notice period has changed. You now must give 90 days written notice before any rent increase takes effect. The old 60-day rule is gone. Finally, law number 4, fair housing protections. You know you can't discriminate based on race or religion, but in Washington, and specifically here in King and Snohomish counties, you also cannot deny a tenant based on their source of income. This means if an applicant qualifies using Section 8 voucher, Social Security, maybe veteran benefits, you must treat that income exactly the same as a salary from a job. If you say we don't take Section 8, you are instantly violating state law. There you have it, 4 laws that have reshaped landlording in Washington this year. Disclaimer, I am a property manager, not an attorney. These laws change fast, especially with the new rent control rollout, so always consult a professional for your specific situation. If you want a partner who watches these laws like a hawk, so you don't have to, give us a call at Gregory Property Management. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.